revolution.
And I'm back again. It's a special day today. It's April the 8th, 2026. Today's been a very warm day, unseasonably warm day today, although the temperature's going to drop back down tomorrow. But yes, today marks 19 years of my abstinence from sex occasions. 19 years. While some delusional midget bastard who I don't know has parroted the lie that somehow we've been in a relationship and had sex with each other. No, that never ever took place. That was just a fabrication from Disney. Ukrainian Mick and their delusional Disney fantasies. You know, because Ukrainian Mick doesn't live in the real world. I mean, I don't even know Ukrainian Mick. Don't know them to talk to. Someone I've never had the misfortune of speaking to, thankfully. No. So yes, April the 8th today, 2026, marks 19 years of my celibacy, my abstinence from sexual intercourse with the opposite sex. And if I have to wait another 19 fucking years, I will. Because I'm not just going to lay down with any dozy, cloth-eared bint. No, only the best will do for me. I will not settle for scraps. Take a little bike track down there. Another shot of it. So yeah, I've just been a bit busy today getting things done. So it's the end of the day now. The sun will have almost set. I just thought I would make a quick video. Little bike track. Come down on my bike, do the jumps, and you know, I think that was a BMX Bandit. But yeah, 19 years today marks the day of my abstinence, my celibacy from refraining from sexual intercourse with dirty, scruffy women who will keep their legs open all hours for all and sundry. They're not particular. They'll lay down with dogs and get up with fleas. They're just dirty, rotten scoundrels. You know, they're just individuals of ill repute from their den of iniquity. with their dark sexual practices that I have no interest in affiliating myself with. Apparently, see, what I've come to realise, there's a lot of tarot readers on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram who they look as if butter would melt in their mouth, and they claim they are for the Most High, and that, you know, they're in touch with their light side. And then once they've, like, you know, run off the spiel of bullshit, they have an OnlyFans account and they're getting poked left, right and centre. And let's face it, there's a lot of females in the tarot community. There's not many men. Most of them are gay, some of them are straight. And they're all as bitchy as each other, who all claim, like, the thing is though, I'm someone who can read the energy, and they may give off this heavenly appearance, but there's just an undertone of you know, whatever it is, they fucking have it, and it's not good what it is that they have. And apparently fucking Ukrainian Macon and his associates, because it's a fucking lady boy. You are a boy that's had multiple plastic surgeries done to you to make it appear that you are a girl, but you are a boy. You were born a boy. You will always be a boy. And I don't fraternise sexually with lady boys. So no thank you, you fucking repugnant, grotesque little midget from the dark side. So, like, apparently, yeah, well, like I've been telling you, they've all got illnesses, right? And they're all dying, right? And they've taken this vow to end my life, or to somehow have sex with me that will then transfer a demon to me that will somehow switch destinies with these rogues, these repugnant rogues from the dark side. And they are breaking it because they're all ill and they're all dying, and they somehow think they can manipulate me of all people. Someone who's been celibate for 19 years now, or abstinent, whatever you want to frame it as. But I haven't been sticking my willy in girls' foo-foos, that's for sure. And they somehow think that they can manipulate me into some menage a trois, so they can then siphon off my energy. This is how they operate. They can somehow siphon off my energy, which will heal their sickness, and their sickness will transfer onto me, and that I will rot into decay, to wreck and ruin. But no, that's never going to fucking work. And apparently they're being paid by these parasites who claim to be of elite status, but they're all little weak gimps. Have you seen them all, man? They're all weak gimps, they're pushovers. They're not leaders, they're just people who have all been compromised, but they've been allowed to prosper, provided they abide by the pedo rules. Well, I am not going to abide by any rules. I break the mould. And I will expose all of you little dirty bastards. And one by one, you will all fall of your sickness, and I will remain clean and pure, because you may mimic that of a light-sided spiritual healer or mystic or psychic or whichever field of expertise you claim you're a part of, but your heart is unclean, it is dirty, and it has been weighed, and it is out of balance. It does not align with your twat waffle. And so therefore, you have all been deemed shit idiots.
The word of the day is dipshidiot. A person who is both a dipshit and an idiot, all rolled into one. will absolutely ignore advice, fuck it up anyway, then act shocked when reality punches them in the face. Worst part? They'll do it again tomorrow.
And now you know what that means. But yes, you're all just... You don't live in the real world. It's been proven to you time and time and time again. You've been shown more times than I can mention of just how inferior you are in comparison. How you are not protected spiritually, how I am protected spiritually. Right? How you are all now dying of your illnesses, that you've been going and getting readings and doing divination, blissfully unaware that the people doing the readings are reading your own energy back to you and have been prophesying your demise, which you have took to be my energy because you've been going and searching and digging about, trying to dig about in my energy to see what's coming down the line, or to see if I eventually shuffle off my mortal coil. And you're so delusional and in denial, you think you so because you've been siphoning my energy for so long, you now believe yourself to be me, and you've been trying to force your shitty energy onto me, so I always receive bad karma, bad luck, and always be thought badly about. But the tables have turned. I've switched it, you know what I mean? It's in reverse now. Well, it was in reverse, but I flipped them the right way around, and all your energy goes back to you, all my energy comes back to me. Everybody sees you for the waste of fucking space that you are, and everyone sees me for the innocent victim in all of this, although I don't class myself to be a victim, because you are the worst bullies by far. You are absolutely useless. You've got to hide behind the scenes and do things in secret, hoping that I don't find out, hoping that I don't expose you all, which has already happened now. You're all exposed. Everybody knows who you are. Everybody's fleeing from you because you're fucking useless and dangerous. And everything is going back into order. Balance is being restored. And soon you will not be here anymore, because what the Most High has in store for you does not end well. And I've told you, the fat wench, the fat whore with the big mouth, who's always saying that I'm full of myself. No, you are the Russian dolls, my dear. You're the one that is full of yourself. That I think I'm better than everyone. No, I don't think that. You think that, right? You think that of me because you know that to be true. I don't go around parroting that statement. I don't need to. I'm not in competition with you. You're in competition with me, and have been for a very long time, because you are a sad, pathetic individual with no identity of your own, and you've had this decades-long obsession with me, this hatred of me, this entitlement that you carry, that you think you can just help yourself to my belongings, my assets, and claim them for your own. Just because you got readings on me when I was a young person, and the reader told you that I was a psychic and that I didn't know it, and other people you've went to saying you can harvest my energy, and you can have, like, what is it? A lifetime of abundance, providing that I didn't find out. Well, unfortunately for you, I figured it all out. And now that little fantasy has been shattered. That illusion has been destroyed. You know what I mean? I've shattered it into thousands of tiny little pieces. And now you're sick and dying. And every time you try to do divination on us now, you can't get any access. You're totally blocked out of my energy, all of you are. And so now you don't really know what's coming down the line. Anyway, whenever you try to find out information about me, it's just about you and what's coming down the line for you. And your time is short, and you'll be gone soon. How do you get that one? I'm full of myself. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I'm certainly not full of myself. Most of the time I keep to myself. I keep in my own lane. I keep out of people's way. It is you who's harassing me. It is you that won't leave me alone. It is you that obsessively stalks me online. It is you that creates all of these fake accounts to watch what I'm doing, to steal and copy my work and pretend that you are me. That is how mentally ill you are. You're a woman pretending to be a man, creating fake accounts, trying to defraud people, trying to scam people, using my pictures online that you've stolen from me, my intellectual property. You're in a competition with me, right? You're in a competition with me, but you have to use my work that I created in order to compete with. How can you be competition if you don't have anything to compete with? You have to steal other people's work. You are a fraud. You are a sham. You are fake. You are phony. You are a fugazi. You are spurious. You are not kosher. You're just you just shit in a bin that nobody wants to touch or smell. And they just want to discard it and forget about it. Like, you've been in a competition with me thinking that you are me. You think you're me. You are mentally unwell. You've entered yourself into a one-sided competition, using my work and competing against me, using my abilities to compete against me. That is not competition. That is madness. That is delusion. That is delirium. That is insanity. You are psychotic. You are a psychopath. Your head is broken. Your mind is shattered. And pretty soon, you will no longer be here because you will die of an aneurysm. Everything you wish to happen to me will happen to you. And no matter how many times you do this, it will keep hitting you. It will keep going back to you. It will never progress any further than your space, your energy field. You will rot and decay and you will die. You will rot and decay and wither and die. And you will die of an aneurysm. You will have a stroke. Your chest will be tight. You will get palpitations. It could happen while you're in your house. It could happen while you're driving your car. But it is going to happen. And there's no running away from it. There's no escape. There's no... Look, think of it like this, right? We're on the chessboard. There's only so many pieces left now. Right? No matter which way you move, I keep putting you in check. And no matter what you do, I keep moving you into check to the point where you have no option but to force yourself into checkmate, because there's no way out. There's no escape. There's no exit. There's no changing your situation. We've passed that point. All bridges have been burned. There's no way back. There's no road to retribution. You're finished, you are done. It is the end. And I'll be glad to see the back of you, all of you. You won't stop what's coming from me. And you can fucking pocket watch me as much as you like. It's not going to change anything. You're not going to get anything. Do you know what I mean? I may look fabulous. I may have a sense of style or an eye for things. And you can pocket watch me all you want. But you're not getting a single penny. You will rot in poverty. You will lose everything that you have stolen from people, from other people, living off the other backs of people. No longer. Your time is up. Your end times has arrived. And I just thought I'd get on just to mark the 19 years that I have been celibate. I've abstained from sexual intercourse. And no amount of fucking lies will change that. You're the one with the incurable STD. You're the one whose teeth are falling out, whose hairs are falling out, whose teeth are going black, who has all kinds of boils and cysts, you know, especially on the inside of your legs. And you smell foul. And the fact that you make an effort to wash yourself and then publicly state, I'm clean, I wash myself, he's fucking lying. Well, I don't even talk to you, right? So how do you know I'm saying these things if you don't care about me, right? If you hate me so much but you watch every second of my life. And you know everything that I say. And it doesn't matter about your fucking pals on YouTube neither, because they're for the chop as well. They're another bunch of fucking idiots who can't see the fucking woods for the trees, the writing on the wall. This is big. This is epic. This is historic. You know what I mean? This is the crime of the century that's been solved. And this will be remembered for generations after I'm gone. Because of the fucking lengths you freaks went to just to secure finances that did not belong to you. And I'm well aware that you've got this document that you still stole from me, whether it was the court clerk who sent it to a different address, or the postal worker who took it to a different address. You're all for the fucking chop. And as much as they're taking the fucking sweet time about it, to be honest with you, it is coming. And some of you won't be fucking live when the case gets solved. But for those of you who are, yes, you are going to court, and I am pressing all charges to the full extent of the law. And I just wish they would fucking do something about it. Like, how long can you drag something out for? Because it doesn't matter if you're part of a secret society, right? It doesn't matter. You could be the fucking president of the United States. If the fucking Most High wants you gone, you will be gone. And there's nothing you can do about it. And these silly cunts, these silly masons who've been financing these fucking imbeciles that you teamed up with, if you think for 1 second that you're walking away from this scot-free, you've got another fucking thing coming. No secret society, no army, no government can protect you from what you can't see coming towards you. Right? Now, you may be a fucking fat-headed ignorant cunt, an arrogant paedophile who just thinks he can do what he pleases in order to acquire and achieve goals. But you've pissed around with the wrong people, right? And you are going to fucking suffer. You're already suffering. You're already sick and dying. And it doesn't matter which fucking wizard you employ. It doesn't matter fucking what kind of witchcraft you use, right? It's just going back to you. Because you've awakened things that is way beyond your fucking comprehension. You're just a fucking gimp. Just like all these fucking world leaders and these politicians. You're all fucking gimps. You're all fucking pushovers. You're all compromised. You're all bought, including fucking Farage the Garage. Another bought and paid for politician. The only one that looks to be of any substance at the moment is Rupert Law. He doesn't mince his fucking words, that's for sure. And he seems like a man of his word, but time will tell. Time will tell. But he seems like a man of integrity. And he's another person who doesn't mince his words. And we'll see. Because when the Labour Party finally does go, this country's going to be in a fucking destitute. It's going to be in a state, right? And we're going to have to get rid of the deadwood, right? And if it is, because I've already mentioned this, high probability, if Rupert Law gets in, whether he's voted fully in or to hung Parliament, and they form a coalition, right? We're going to have to get rid of the deadwood because there's far too many coming across the channel, right? And they're not women and children like these fucking libtards say. There's not a shred of proof. I mean, I've watched a lot of fucking videos of these boats coming over the English Channel, right? And they're all men of fighting age. And you know what I mean? Like, you're draining our resources, and like you're adding more taxes on the hard-working citizens of this country to pay for these fucking cunts who haven't come here to contribute in any way, shape or form. You've got that wanker Keir Starmer who in 2003 won a court case to allow fucking illegal immigrants to instantly claim benefits, which is just a drain on the welfare state. Then you've got fucking Rachel Reeves, that dozy bitch, who's lifted the 2-child cap. So, and like, well, let's face it, Muslims, not only are they heavy on the inbreeding, they outbreed white Europeans, right? And that's a lot of fucking kids. And all those benefits are going to these kids, these families who are prioritised over the British nationals, right? Which is going to cause tension, which is going to cause civil unrest. And at some point, right, the scales are going to tilt and there's going to be fucking civil war. There's going to be civil unrest. There's going to be carnage. And people like Keir Starmer and the rest of them need to be charged for treason. And treason law should be reintroduced to send a message that no bad deed goes unpunished. And because they're all corrupt. All of them. As far as I can see at the moment. But trust me, if there's anything fucking dodgy to worry about, I'll get to find out about it. You can be sure of that. But as far as I can see at the moment, Rupert Law seems to be hitting all the right buttons. But time will tell. But this country, in fact, I think Rupert Law said something in the terms of like he wants us all to be independently wealthy, like entrepreneurial, less dependent on the state. And I think what is going to end up, this could be like far into the future, but yeah, there's going to be a devolution. We may well still be the United Kingdom, but all power won't be centralised. I think it will be governed separately from different counties or something like that. Because we need to, like, what we need to do as well is end corporations. They're just a fucking drain on society. Right? We want to go back to like how we were before that, where we had independent traders, bakers, butchers, greengrocers, just things like that, you know what I mean, where you haven't got all of these fucking chemicals put into food, where you're getting ethically sourced food that hasn't been fucking contaminated, where the grains haven't been contaminated, you know what I mean, where whether it's poultry or cattle, you know what I mean, or sheep, things like that are like free to roam and have basically just move away from fucking mass corporation and learn how to rear our own fucking animals and get back in the habit of having trades whereby we're all financially independent and we're not heavily reliant on the state, because at the moment this is what this fucking Labour government's wanting to do, to have us heavily reliant on the state and to take away our freedoms, our independence, of rights, you know what I mean, our freedoms. And he's got the right idea, and sometimes like fucking hard action is required, because it's all an agenda to flood Europe with all of these illegal immigrants, whether it's from Africa or the Middle East, right? It's all young men of fighting age coming here, and they do not want to integrate. They provide nothing but fucking carnage and chaos. And if they're taking them out of these hotels, they then putting them in army barracks. Young men fighting age put in like army barracks or disused army barracks to train them up, because they're trying to bring about World War III. Like these whole wars, it's all been pre-planned, 100 years or so, right? Before now, like 100 years in the past. This has all been strategically planned out, all calculated, right? And they want to kill off Christians. It's going into a deep subject here, so I'll try not to get into it too much, but like the Ashkenazis, who claim to be Jews but aren't Jews, they're the synagogue of Satan, see us as their worst enemy, and they want to kill us off, and they just want to keep a few thousand of us as slaves, because we're cattle to them. We are the goyim, we are the useless eaters to these people. And this has been ongoing for a long time, right? We're not allowed to mention the Holocaust, right? But the Bolshevik Revolution killed off between 50 and 60 million Christians. Holodomor in the Ukraine killed off millions of white Christians. But you know what I mean, we never got taught this at school. When we get forced one particular narrative and it's shoved down our throats. And any critical thinkers who do their own research and come to a different conclusion are shut down or labelled anti-Semitic for telling the truth. Such as David Irvin, a historian. He found out the truth and he got punished, got arrested and he got locked up, and he got made to recant, even though he knew it was lies that he was having to push. But yeah, I don't want to go too deep into that. But yeah, so like, war's coming, and people in Europe between the age of 17 and 45, well, I think it's happening in, I'm not sure if it's Germany, where they've got to ask permission to leave the country because they're going to use forced conscription. And this could be the same case in the United Kingdom as well, because they are going to go for this World War III, because they want to kill off the population. They want us to fight with Muslims to the point there's only the Ashkenazi Jews left, the so-called chosen ones, but not chosen by the Most High. And they're prepared to wreak all this carnage. But I think I'll go into that one on another video. But yeah, like just get ready, right? Fucking civil wars are coming first, and then we'll be forced into war. So when all the men between the ages of 17 and 45 are conscripted and sent off to work with the Middle East, Ukraine, to start, because it'll be like Europe against Russia, Iran, China, you know what I mean, to bring forth prophecy as written in scripture. But it could just be the battle for Gog and Magog. So that's just like, it's a deep topic to go into, but yeah. And when they send off all our men of fighting age after war, all of the illegal immigrants are left to pick off all the women, the old and infirm. So there'll be no fucking country to come back to, just another slaughter. That's if all the people don't already get slaughtered when they get sent to war. And that's the plan. That's the plan. And fucking Trump, the child in an adult's body. Elvis. Who is Elvis? Do you know what I mean? He's like a petulant little child who, when he can't get his own way, he stamps his little feet, his little tranny feet. But yeah, 19 years, celibate and abstinent, and no plan you hatch, like try and view me anyway, it's not going to fucking happen. I put these all off for a reason. I'm going to keep it all off. Anyone who fucking approaching me who's not for me, I'm going to pick up on it straight away, and it's going to be shut down. In fact, the moment you try to do this shit, it's just going to tennis sword yourself, right? And it's going to end your fucking lives. Because we've reached that point now where we're just sick and tired of the same bullshit from fucking docile shit idiots. Word of the day. But yeah, so yeah, I'll leave it there, and I'll come back with another one at some point. But yeah, 19 years abstained from sexy times with the opposite sex, and I will stay that way until I'm with the one I'm meant to be with, and not before that. All of the rest of you can just go and fuck yourself. And on that bombshell, I'll leave it there, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later.
We can fly. 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 We can fly.